Please understand that,
I just-
you're not even allowing me to talk.
I do understand.
No, you don't. Oh, you don't know what I was gonna
Wait, everybody stop it. Right off the bat, we do not have any public comments, so we're gonna go ahead and catch it off. Next on the agenda, we do have a review of the minutes. Are there any additions or corrections to be had? If not, I'll accept the motion to accept as presented in the email. Right, all right. Second, Lester, thank you so much. We have a motion and a second on the minutes. All those in favor of accepting the minutes as presented, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All right. Commissioner Schuman, good to see you. Starland, very nice. All right, second thing on the agenda, we're going to receive an update from the project committee on all current and future projects that we might have in place. And today we have Vice Chair Steve Wright. That's right, the floor is yours, sir.
Thank you very much. Well, the project committee has continued to meet. We have a multitude of projects, both in design and in right-of-way acquisition, as well as financing. And David Patrick is going to give us an update on the current projects that are under construction. So David.
Thank you, Steve. Good morning, everyone. Good news, we got a pretty short presentation this morning, and we'll get through the things that are on your agenda and get those explained for you. So once we get to those voting items like we normally do, you got a good background on what you're voting on. So the first item up is our Pepper Creek wastewater extension and equalization basin. And as you recall, this is the one that's associated with the Meta project. We are in continued communication with that design group and are working on this specific phase of it. We're continuing to move forward with that. Things are looking very, very promising for those discussions. We've had a meeting earlier at the end of last month where we got some information that wasn't concrete, but very promising nonetheless. And we expect that to be finalized this month, where we can finalize this section of the new wastewater line equalization basin. And for your agenda today on item number 3, as you recall, we have bid this project as far as equalization basin and the new wastewater line, and it has gone through this board and council. So now we need to push forward with the amendment to do bidding and construction phase services. That item is number 3 on your agenda for $314,270, and that is master plan funding line number 23.
I'm gonna make a comment that, we're under discussions that possibly that we may not execute the contract, the construction contract. So therefore, this could change too.
So did you want to table this?
I think it would be wise to table it at this point.
Thank you.
Do you agree?
I'll get with you.
We'll table it for the time being. Thank you.
We can table it. So the second item on our agenda is on the MLK Festival grounds with the underground electric and building rehabilitation. This is an overview of that project. The project is complete. We have added a few elements to the project. If you recall, we added an amendment to update the drainage and some of the street improvements on 4th Street from Avenue B to Avenue C. If you go down there and take a look at that, that is complete in place. We also added some rehabilitation to the parking lot that is just to the west of 4th Street at Avenue B. That is in progress now. We expect that to be done probably by the end of the week. Although when I walked over here this morning, that may be a little bit delayed with the weather, but will be done very, very quickly. An item that's on your agenda today deals with the parking lot for the staff and storage building, which is at the bottom of the slide. And we have a picture that illustrates that. This is the parking lot that we constructed for the staff and storage building. What we've discovered is we have some infrastructure out there that is dilapidated that needs to be improved to support that. If you recall, the city has purchased Temple Feed, which is the property just to the west of this one. What we have discovered is that there are some very, very old drainage infrastructure out there. Some of it's so old that it's wooden box culvert, and then some that just has some broken joints in it. And we're getting some sinkholes out there. And then due to that, the parking lot is not being supported the way it needs to be. So with that, we created a design to improve that. We're going to excavate the infrastructure that's dilapidated and backfill that structurally and then put new infrastructure in so that the stormwater will correctly flow down to the creek. We've already worked on this with the contractor, and there's the plan and profile that fits that. And this is agenda item number 4 on your agenda today. It's a change order for Emerson Construction Company for this project for $110,170.79. And this is TRZ Master Plan Funding Line 108. And then the last thing that we have for you is at the airport, the FBO headquarters and parking lot. If you recall, this project has been released and is under construction. I do have some updates, pictures for you in case you haven't been out there. The construction's going great out there. Emerson's doing an incredible job. It's starting to look like an FBO. Steel is going up. The building is starting to turn into itself. Parking infrastructure is being constructed and getting very, very close to where we're going to be able to pave that. This gives you a pretty good idea of what that looks like. Complete facelift and face change for this area of the airport. Again, if you have the opportunity to go out there and take a look at it, it's looking really good. And we had the opportunity to take this snapshot just to give you a perspective of what that's going to look like from the airport ramp, looking back to the south with our covered ramp area. I thought that was a pretty neat picture just to see that going up along with the steel being hung. We do have some additions to this project, and the main points of it are some access control additions. We're going to add in a backup generator and switch for the new FBO and headquarters. And then staff has asked us to convert the staff conference room into some offices. Sean and his staff are going to have a FBO manager out there, so they needed a few more offices to support that. And so we do have a change order as agenda item number 5 for Emerson in the amount of $313,746. And this is Master Plan Funding Line 172. I believe that's all I had. I'll be happy to answer any questions about any of these projects or any others that we have going.
Any questions from the board? All right.
Thank you.
Patrick, thank you very much. Mr. Wright, is there anything else on the report?
No, sir, I just think we need to determine whether we're going to table that agenda.
Okay, so
We'll discuss it.
do you have any recommendations on tabling of that at this point?
No, I don't know what the circumstances are.
I don't know at this point, but we're good. We're good. We can table it. Okay, very good. I do appreciate getting the nod. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at item number 4 and 5, because we will treat item number 6 separately. We're in the presentation by the city attorney, Kathy Davis. So
Chair, I'm sorry. Could we have a motion and a vote to take item number 13?
excellent. Thank you very much. So it's been recommended that we take a motion to table item number 3. Do I have a motion at this point? All right, Gary, second, sign for that. All right, we have a motion and a second to table item number 3. Is there any discussion or more discussion at this time? All right, if not, all those in favor of tabling until a future date, please say aye.
Aye.
All right, item number 3 is tabled. Thank you very much. Point of order. All right, also, let's take a look at item number 4, which we will vote on. Please consider a recommendation to the city council to authorize change order number 7 to the construction contract with Emerson Construction Company, Inc. of Temple for the construction of the MOK Festival Grounds Underground Electric and Building Rehabilitation Project in the estimated amount of $110,170.79. Let me say that one more time. $110,170.79. Do I have a motion to approve? All right, Bob Ryder, do we have a second?
Second.
All right, Harry Adams, do we have a second? All right, we have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? All those in favor of approving item number 4, please say aye.
Aye.
All same sign. Opposed? All right, it does pass. Item number 4, please consider a recommendation to the city council authorizing change order number 4 to the construction contract with Emerson Construction Company, Inc. of Temple for the construction of the airport headquarters fixed base operator building and airport rescue firefighting building in the estimated amount of $313,746. Do I have a motion to accept?
So move.
All right, like this, we have a motion, Sanjanet, second. All right, we have a motion, a second. Is there any further discussion on item number 5? All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those, aye. All right, it does pass. All right, I love the omnipresent voice that comes over the speaker about 4 seconds too late, so. All right, at this point, we're going to have a presentation from, once again, City Attorney Kathy Davis on item number 6.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. This item in front of you today, staff would like you to consider the approval of a tax abatement agreement between the city of Temple and HEB. As you are probably aware, HEB is expanding its regional distribution center. And the project that we are considering today is on approximately 195 acres to south of its current campus, where they are planning to build a frozen foods warehouse. And as part of the project, HEB is planning to invest at least $200 million in personal property improvements and create 100 new full-time jobs. If approved, this tax abatement agreement will abate 100% of the improvement on the real property investment over a period of 10 years. There is the potential of future phases, and if they do meet those investment criteria, it's a phased in, or I guess a stepped in approach where the abatement amount will increase based upon their investment. As their investment increases, and the abatement amount that places will be eligible for will also increase. But those will be separate agreements that will come back for your consideration at a future date if they do meet those elements. And this agreement does meet both the state requirements as well as the city requirements. Staff does recommend that you approve this agreement, and I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions from the board? All right, and this is in your packet. Y'all did receive it. Probably went over it already a couple of times. Exciting project. I love driving into the north part of Temple as you go up the loop and you see this huge building, right? And of course, the question usually is people go, is that Med? I'm like, no, it's HEB, long-term partner, which we greatly appreciate. So at this point, let's go ahead and read it in and then we'll vote on it.
Mr. Chair, could I make a few comments quickly?
Please, absolutely.
I do believe, Kathy, is that year 6 through 10, 60% versus 100%.
For this, I'm sorry, yes, Tracy, you're right. For the first 5 years, it's 100%, and then 60 for years 6 through 10. Thank you, Tracy.
But I just wanted to note that once constructed at a $200 million investment with 50% real property, we estimated the annual revenue to the reinvestment zone of being slightly over, starting out at 1.7 million during the abatement. And when the abatement expires, it will be approximately 2.2 million a year.
Excellent. Thank you for that update.
And Tracy, this is just city taxes only. This is not abating county or any others.
Correct.
Right.
It's abating city, personal, and real property.
Right.
Oh, no, just real. I'm sorry on this one. A lot of them floating around right now.
No problem. Understood. Gary, thank you for the comment.
So the amount coming in from personal property is gonna be similar to what you're projecting
Correct.
for the city.
And again, I think this is a conservative estimate. I've heard of investment around 300 million. But they're committed to the 200 million.
Excellent. Very exciting. Thank you for the update. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Any questions?
Brent has some issues with it.
Yes. Bryn, good morning.
Good morning. Sorry, I'm not able to join you in person. I just wanted to clarify for Mr. Browder that the number for the reinvestment zone will be larger because it includes all of the taxing entities that participate in the reinvestment zone. So it wouldn't be an equal number. And Tracy could probably calculate that number. She might have it handy, but as you well know, the reinvestment zone is a collection of taxing entities. So that number will be higher than the personal property number.
Excellent. Thank you, City Manager. Greatly appreciated. Any other questions or comments? All right. If not, we'll go ahead and read it in and take a vote. Item number 6, please consider approving a tax abatement agreement, which will abate 1% of the increase in the taxable value of certain real property located on approximately 194.7 acre site in the city's industrial park and designated as the City of Temple's Tax Abatement Reinvestment Zone number 46 between HEB LP and the City of Temple. Do I have a motion to approve? Harry. All right, Harry Adams, we have a motion to approve. Second. All right, thank you very much. Good to see you this morning. We have a motion and a second. Do we have any further discussion? All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. It does pass. All right, item number 7, 8, and 9. We will not have a presentation this morning just because Adrian called in. He is at a conference this morning, so he will not be able to address our board. And also City Manager Bryn Myers is not able to meet in person. And so we're going to go ahead and not have a presentation there. We do not have anything to discuss in executive session at this point. So the next item of business is to discuss the next board meeting. So which will be March 22nd, unless something changes. Obviously, there are a lot of moving parts in the city of Temple right now. And so at this point, City Secretary Luan, is March 22nd correct and last opportunity? Okay, very good. Well, you corrected me in the past, and I just want to make sure my calendar is on track. So anyway, I want to make sure that's good. All right, do we have a motion to adjourn? No, thank you very much. All right, we have a motion to adjourn. Second. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed can stick around for as long as the city will have. So anyway, have a great week. Thank you very much for your service to our community.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.